You know, there's so many different parts and pieces in the way roofs go together. We've talked about it in the past between hourly work roofing contractors and by the piece working contractors. So when you're paid by the hour, you're going to work slower to get it done correctly. When you're paid by the piece, the incentive is to go fast. Brings the price down so you get a cheaper roof. The problem is why are they going fast? Are they missing things? You know, when we give a re-roof estimate, before we even do that, we climb in the attic. We want to see what's going on inside the house so there are no surprises. Doesn't mean we're going to catch everything, but it's going to narrow that so that we're going to be able to see what's going on. We climb up on the roof, we take a look at every little part and piece and say, well, you know what? That's going to be a problem down the road. Let's correct that now. Case in point. Went out to a customer that has a nasty leak. We're getting ready to go into winter, so he's freaking out because he found a leak getting into his wall. He cut away the drywall and found it had been leaking for a long time. So let's back up to when the roof was redone. The original roof was a wood shake roof. He decided he didn't want the shakes anymore. He put a beautiful presidential tri-laminate. It's the thickest, longest lasting roof you're going to find out there composition wise. He hired a contractor 13 years ago to do this. They tore it all off. They put down plywood. And then they put the shingles on. Well, there's this nasty area where the two roofs come together into a valley. That valley then feeds right behind this massive chimney. There's a gutter that feeds underneath it, and then there's a piece of what's called pan metal that all of that water has to try to push it out. It's just not working. The other roofer, matter of fact, left the old pan metal, put the plywood right on top of that. And so for all these years, because it was never corrected on the re-roofing project, it had been feeding water in there and causing all kinds of rot. You know, when you look at the roof, at the big picture, the roof is going to cost a certain amount. There are add-ons and different parts to that roof. This chimney change with the valley would have been about $1,500 to make that change. You add that onto the re-roofing project, it's a part of it, you know that's the cost. Now that it's been 13 years, caused the rot, has to go back in, we have to tear it all apart and redo it. It's over $6,000 to make that correction now. Not only is he going to have us do this before winter gets here, it's never going to match. Even though I know the exact product, the exact color, it's had 13 years of the sun, the rain, and the wind beating down on this roof. Everything changes. Your car sitting out in its driveway. If you get a nick or a scratch 10 years later and you went to use touch-up, it won't match, and that's because the sun bleaches things. So I'll get it done, we'll get it corrected, but it's always going to have a little bit of a different color in that area because you just can't make it match. So why is another contractor cheaper? What are they missing? What are they skipping on? And is it something that you're not going to know? Most roofing warranties are 5, 7, maybe 10 years for the workmanship. So now he called this other contractor, it's 13 years ago. Guess what? No warranty on the roof. Make sure that the contractor's doing what they're supposed to. Why are they cheaper? There's got to be a reason.